Vande Mataram students, today I'm going to start chapter number 4, The Two Merchants. I'm going to explain you each and every paragraph of this chapter. Now, Birbal was known for his keen intelligence, fair-mindedness and proximity to the emperor. Citizens seeking justice often came to Birbal, particularly when Akbar was away from the city. Now, as we all know that the Birbal was known for his intelligence. He was very intelligent. Now, what is the meaning of fair-mindedness? He treated everyone equal. He can never be partial. Now, what is the meaning of proximity? Proximity means he was very close to Emperor Akbar. The citizens seeking justice often come to Birbal. Now, anyone who wants justice come to always goes to Birbal, and especially when Akbar is not there in the city. In one particular instant, Birbal was trying to resolve a dispute between two merchants. Now, what happened in one particular instant means in one of the incident. Resolved a dispute. Resolved a dispute means he was trying to solve the problems of two merchants. So you have no proof of what are you saying, Ramchandra? Now Birbal is saying to Ramchandra that you don't have any proof. No, Huzur. Now this Ramchandra is saying Birbal, no, Huzur. No written receipt for the 1500 rupees that you have lent to your friend Jawal Prasad and no witness to the transaction. Now Birbal is asking Ramchand that you have not taken any written receipt. No, receipt is when we buy or when we give something. We need a written note that we have purchased something or we have given something that you have lent. Lent means you have given 1500 rupees to your friend and not even a witness. Witness is like, or anybody have seen you doing this, and a transaction of this transaction, giving and taking. No, Huzur, Jawal Prasad is a fellow merchant and as well as a friend. He needed the money and promised to return it within 6 months. So I lent it to him. I thought he would honor his word, but he refuses even to remember what happened. Now Ramchandra is saying that why did he give the money? Because he was his friend and he lent him, and Jawal Prasad has promised him to return the money in 6 months, and I thought that he would be in his words, but now Jawal Prasad is refusing even to remember that something like this have happened. Write down all that you have told me and sign it. I will see what can I do. Now here the Birbal is asking Ramchand to write everything what he is saying and you need to sign under that. I must send for Jawal Prasad, the second merchant. Let me see what he has to say about the matter. Now Birbal is thinking, now I need to call Jawal Prasad and let's see what he wants to say. Jawal Prasad arrives. Now Jawal Prasad has arrived. Raja Sahib, I am deeply honored and grateful for the summon. How may I be of service to your lordship? Now, here, this Jawal Prasad is saying Birbal that he is very honored that you have called me by sending a summon. A summon is a legal paper, legal letter to call anyone. Okay, so he is very happy that he has called. Birbal has called him. Now Birbal is showing. Read this. Now Birbal is showing the letter to Jawal Prasad. All lies, your lordship, all lies. I thought Ramchandra was my friend. I have helped him so many times, and then this is how he repays me. I know his shop is not doing well, but this is not the way. Now, this Jawal Prasad is telling Birbal that, Sir or Raja Sahib, whatever is written in this letter is everything is lies. There is, because Ramchandra is my friend and I have helped him many times. Now he is saying that he has helped Ramchandra many times and he knows that Ramchandra's shop is not doing well. That means there is a loss in his shop. But this is not a way of taking money from me, no. So you deny that Ramchandra has lent you 1500 rupees which you promised to return within 6 months. Now Birbal is saying, asking Jabal Prasad that you deny that Ramchandra has given you 1500 rupees and you have promised that you will return after 6 months. I absolutely deny it, Your Honor. I surely he would have taken a receipt from me. If he had lent me such a large sum, why does he had not produced that receipt? Now, Jabal Prasad is asking that I absolutely deny that. I completely deny, Your Honor, that Ramchandra has given him the money. If he has given me the money, he should have given me the receipt. He says he did not take the receipt. That is the problem. Thank you for coming. I am sorry for wasting your time. Now, Birbal is saying that I'm sorry that I wasted your time and this is what Birbal has told me and the receipt is only the problem. Raja Sahib, I am your humble servant. Now he's saying that he's his humble servant. A few days later, now you remember Ramchandra and Jabal Prasad sent both the merchant a large jar of ghee and each with a request that they have to sell the ghee for me after checking its purity. Now this Birbal is sending his servant to both the merchant Ramchandra and Jabal Prasad a jar of ghee and he's telling him that you need to sell this jar of ghee after seeing the purity. And what he is doing, what is the trick? He is not doing it the same day or the second day immediately. He is doing it after few days. On heating the ghee, both Ramchandra and Jabal Prasad discovered a gold mohar at the bottom of the jar. Now this is Ramchandra and Jabal Prasad. This is Ramchandra, but after now whenever you want to check the purity of the ghee you need to melt and after melting you can make out how pure the ghee is. So they both have melted the ghee and after melting the ghee they saw that the gold coin, the mohar is a gold coin usually used in the golden days. It was there at the bottom of the jar. Now Ramchandra, now let's see what is Ramchandra's reaction. I must return the mohar to Birbal. It must have fallen into the ghee by mistake. Now, this Ramchandra is saying that I have to return this. Now, the same gold coin is with Jabal Prasad also. Now, let's see what he is doing with that. A gold mohar. Let me give this to my son. He is keeping it with himself and he's not interested in giving it back to Birbal. Jabal Prasad, son, helps him in their shop. The merchant goes to his son. Keep this safely till I ask for it. Now, this Jabal Prasad is giving the gold coin to his son and telling him that whenever I will say you have to return it. Now, this boy is helping his father in the shop. When the two merchants have sold the ghee that the Birbal have sent them, they went back to give him the money from the for the sale. Ramchandra went first. Now this Ramchandra, he went first and he gave all the money what he has collected after selling the money. Thank you Ramchandra, you may go now. Now he's selling that you may go now. Jabal Prasad appeared later with a smaller amount of money. Now they were having the equal amount of ghee, so the money should be equal. But this Jabal Prasad is giving very less amount of money. It is the best price you could get for 1.5 pound of ghee. Now he's saying that there was only 1.5 pound. Pound is a weight, like 1.5 kg of ghee. Your lordship, the jar only contained one mound. I weighed it before I heated the ghee. My son was with me. Now he is giving the clarification that this much only ghee was there and my son was there with me. Then my man may have made a mistake. Please wait while I find out. Now the Birbal is saying, okay, it must be a mistake from my servant or from my man. You just wait here. Birbal goes inside. Now Birbal is going inside. Birbal, he went inside and he went to his servant and he said, go to Javal Prasad's house and fetch his son. Tell him that his father wanted him to bring the gold mohar that he had found at the bottom of the jar of the ghee. Now Birbal knows that he might have given this gold coin to the son. So he's telling his servant to go and call the son with the gold coin. After some time, he is Javal Prasad's son. Have you brought the gold mohar? Now this Birbal is asking the little boy. Yes, now he is giving it, the gold coin, to Birbal. Now Birbal is saying, weren't there two mohar in the jar of ghee? Now the Birbal is checking whether this boy is saying truth or not. So he is asking, there were two mohars. No, Huzur, no, your honor, we found just one. Now this boy is saying, no, honor, your honor, it was only one mohar at that time. What nonsense! What would a gold mohar is doing in a jar of ghee? Now this Javal Prasad is getting angry on his son and is saying, what nonsense! What is the gold coin doing inside the jar of the? But don't you remember we found a mohar in the jar when we heated the ghee? You took the mohar out and gave it to me for safekeeping. Now this boy is telling that you don't remember that when we were heating the ghee at that time we found this and you told me to keep it safely with you. Yes, I remember. I gave you a mohar, but it did not came out of the jar. One of my customer has given me. Now this Javal Prasad, he's saying that no, this gold mohar, one of my customer has given me. Your son is telling you the truth. Javal Prasad, I put the gold mohar in the jar myself to see what you would do with it. Now Birbal is saying that your son is telling the truth and you are telling the lie. You always say lie. The Birbal has only put a gold mohar in the jar of ghee. Now see what Javal Prasad is saying. Javal Prasad began to sweat with fear. Now he is sweating with fear. My memory must be playing tricks on me. Your honor, please forgive me. Now he's saying that maybe my memory is playing tricks on me. So please forgive me. Javal Prasad turned to his son. Give a gold mohar to your lordship at once. How can we keep what does not belong to us? Now he is behaving like a very good person, honest that now he's giving an advice to his son that return the gold mohar, but as it does not belong to us. Now say what Birbal is saying. And what do you propose to return the 1500 rupees you borrowed from your friend Ramchandra? Now are you thinking to return the 1500 rupees to Ramchand? Haven't you returned the money yet? Now the son is saying, Javal Prasad, you have not returned the money yet. So what he is saying, Javal Prasad, be quiet. Don't rebuke your son. He is an honest lad and he will make a better merchant than you. Now follow his example and tell me the truth. Now what Birbal is saying, rebuke means don't get angry on your son. He is an honest lad. Lad is a little boy. He is an honest boy. He will be a better merchant than you. And take his example and tell me the truth. Now here is no way. Now there is no way I'm out. I must confess. Now he's thinking, now I'm really trapped. So I should confess. I should say the truth. Please forgive me, your honor. I lied to you. Now he's saying that I have really lied to you. You must give Ramchandra double the amount you have borrowed from him. Now he's saying that you should return double the amount. Jival Prasad returned the money to Ramchandra and asked for forgiveness. Now he is giving the money to Jival Prasad and he's saying, please forgive me. Jival Prasad also returned the money he owed Birbal for the half of amount of ghee. Now he's returning the money what he got from after selling the ghee. So he's returning the money to Birbal. Now see what Birbal is thinking is, if such a dishonest man can still have an honest son, then God be praised. There is still a hope of humanity. Now what he's saying, that he's such a the Jabal Prasad is such a dishonest man, but still his son is so honest. So we can always think that God is always great, and there is and we can always hope for people to be good in general. Thank you.